time for another edition of Uninformed Movie Reviews. You don't have to be an expert to be a critic.
All right, everybody, we're back, and we're going to do another episode of Uninformed Movie Reviews. If you don't remember what this is where I let you know what movies you need to see or not see, with the nice help of Fandango. Fandango, brought to you by my iPod. Brought to you by money saved up in the bank from working a shitty job where I file papers into shit, and then I get paid, and then I work, and then we play with Fandango. I don't know what, I just did a line of coke there. Okay, so starting right off here, Bucky Larson, Born to be a Star, Born to be a great movie if it wasn't for Mr. Poor actor. And what is his name? I don't like him. Nick Swardson. This man is a piece of shit. Everything he touches turns into shit. Sometimes sticks fly into the shit and become shit sticks. And then Nick Swardson files it through his teeth. And then it becomes a movie, Born to be a Star. Next up, we have Contagion. Contagion. This is a movie that will spread like disease. I saw it and I was blown away. I was so blown away, I told 8 friends about it on MySpace. They were all the same person. Warrior. You might not expect it, but this is actually a movie about Cindy Sheehan, Iraq war protester. It is a beautiful documentary covered in flowers and death and blood. The Black Power Mixtape. This is a racist film. I decided not to watch this, but I am going to give my review of it. This is a film you should not let your children watch. It is rated F. It is also rated N. So make of that whatever you want. Laugh at My Pain. This was a beautiful, beautiful film. I brought both of my children to this, Daniel and Jason. They both told me, Daddy, I laugh at your pain every day. And this is how we have a beautiful bonding at the movies. Main Street. This is another movie about a street. Now, there's been a lot of movies about streets and people walking the streets. Streetwalkers, you might say. And something I need to mention. Don't we have enough main streets as it is? Main Street? Main Street? Main Street, USA? And Main Street. There's a Main Street in every town. Great. It's your Main Street. Be more creative. The only thing I've seen worse is streets that are just letters. Yeah, I live on D. What would you rather live on, D or Main Street? And what about some kind of offshoot of Main Street? Like the subpar street. Or Bottom Street, the worst of all the streets. Shit Street. Shit's Creek. Shit Streak. Potato. What else do we have here? Mere Brother Key Doolan. This is a foreign flick. I couldn't understand any of the words, but I will tell you, I was highly offended by this movie. Tanner Hall, this is rated R. And boy, is it supposed to be. You're going to see limbs being chopped off like you've never imagined. Where's Soldiers Come From? This is a I didn't expect it to be like this, but Where Soldiers Come From is actually a movie about childbirth. Little babies come out of the, but they've got guns. This is the kicker. They come out, they've got guns. They're like, fuck you, mom, fuck you, motherfucker. And it's so cute. They pull the trigger, everyone in the hospital's dead. And there's these little cute baby Marines just shooting out a hospital. Bring the kids to that one. The Help. This is a great movie if you've got mental issues. It'll make it worse. If you've got any kind of chronic addiction, it'll make it worse. This is a terrible movie that is very conductive to drugs. You can only take drugs after you watch this movie. The Debt. This is a movie about Somalia. Believe it or not, I have no idea why. Apollo 18, I did want to get to this one. I'm not a big fan of sequel movies, and when you make 18 movies in a row they can't always be good. Apollo 1 was a great film. Apollo 2 was okay. But folks, Apollo 18, cut the shit. Shark Night 3D, this was directed by Martin Scorsese, and I was blown away. The sharks, believe it or not, were in 3D, and they jump at you. Look out. You haven't seen 3D like this since Alice in Wonderland. Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Here's a movie title that is too long. That's all I will say. It's Planet of the Apes 1. Right? Star Wars figured it out. They renamed the titles, so when they did prequels, it was 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5, 6. Pick up the ball, apes. Columbiana. Eat a banana. Nanarama. This is a musical. Straight off Broadway. Directed by Judi Dench. And you can tell that they spent a lot of money on this movie, and I hated it. Our Idiot Brother. What a classic. Paul Rudd hasn't been better. Hasn't been sexier. Hasn't been hotter. Look at that bod. Don't Be Afraid of the Dark. This used to be a very good Nickelodeon show. And now it is a very good Nickelodeon movie. Spy Kids. All the time in the world. I have all the time in the world to kill myself after watching this movie. Which leads us to the Smurfs. I've already committed suicide before watching the Smurfs. So thankfully, I don't have to go and watch that. Unfortunately, the seventh layer of hell is only playing the Smurfs on repeat until you die again. Crazy Stupid Love. A girl movie. Cowboys and Aliens. A boy movie. Also a movie for cowboys. Also a movie for aliens. I brought my alien friend to this movie and he loved it. 5 stars. 5 ET fingers up all the way. Shark Night. This is the non-3D version of Shark Night. Just, it's not the same. You have to see it in 3D. Spy Kids All the Time in the World in 4D/3D. Now, I'm not entirely sure what this means, but it blew my dick away. 30 minutes or less. This is starring Jesse Eisenberg. Ooh, I like Jesse. Let's go see that one together. 7 Days in Utopia. Beautiful, beautiful. Judging by the flyer, it's got a nice sunrise. I love a sunrise movie. A lot of things you can tell from a sunrise in a movie trailer or a flyer or poster. It means that Will Smith is going to be in the movie. It means he's going to be aspiring to be a better person. He's going to clean himself up, bring himself off the streets, and make anew with the world. I highly recommend a film about personal growth. Captain America, the First Avenger. This is a movie I've actually seen, and I actually recommend. But that's no fun. One Day. Fans say, so. Why? Starring Anne Hathaway. Continuing on. Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. Duh. For you non-French speakers, do. For you non-English speakers, dos. What a steaming pile of shit that was, huh? Huh? Cars 2. Loved it. Brought the kids. What were their names again? Jeb something. Jesse Eisenberg is my son. Final Destination 5. Now, I can't complain too bad because at least it's not Final Destination 16. But it's only a matter of time. Conan the Barbarian. This is rated awesome. Zookeeper. This is with Kevin James. I hate your stupid body, Kevin James. Go back to TV. Horrible Bosses. Now ain't that the truth? Watch that and relate to your silly, stupid office job and be happy and then go back home and be sad. The Change Up. This is a movie. It's actually a voyeur film. It's just one camera zooming in on people in the changing rooms at JCPenney. You see a lot of butts and a few surprises. A couple dicks, believe it or not. But I won't give the ending away. Yes, I will. Somebody dies. And it's sick. Sarah's Key. This is a metaphor, is it not? Sarah's Key is a device that opens her heart. It's a romance film. Fright Night. It's a rhyme. I love rhymes. It's also a good movie. Another movie with a sunrise for the flyer. This means it is starring Will Smith. And boy, you should go and see Fright Night. Midnight in Paris. Un, deux, trois, quatre, cinq, six stars for this movie. I loved it until I hated it, and then I hated it more. And finally, The Smurfs in 3D. Trust me, hell is no much more better in 3D than it is in 2D. I don't care about your nostalgia, because it's driving me effing nuts.